Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my survival Minecraft Let's Play. I'm Goober, and yeah, this is my survival world. It's been a well, actually, it hasn't been a minute because I did literally upload Wednesday, where we worked on this little storage facility. Now, I still have to finish it up, of course, and I think I will in a later episode. But as of right now, yeah, it's still a kind of hollow shell. We're gonna stack it higher though. Don't worry about that. But yeah, today's episode, I actually wanted to start a little bit of work on where my villagers are going to be living. Now, I've actually accrued quite the amount of cobblestone. Let me go look for it real quick. The cobblestone and like regular stone. Well, actually it's just regular stone. But I can turn all this regular stone into cobblestone, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I think instead what I'd like to do is take all the stone, right? And we're gonna make we're gonna make stone bricks out of these out of the stone. Actually, I think it'd be faster if we did it this way. Yep. So yeah, now we have all these stone bricks. Let me go put away this deep slate real quick. Yeah, now we have all these stone bricks, and we're gonna just start making a sort of like perimeter, I guess. My main place I want to build is this hill right here, right? So what I basically want to do is should move these horses somewhere. Yeah, and then let me just take them all the way over here for now. There you go, buddies. We're gonna find a cool little name for them sometime. And basically how this is there's enough to sort of have like water under this block, and then kind of plant wheat down. And yeah, I'm gonna basically just have a big old wheat field encircling this whole area. But here, I think I'm going to be placing, what's the word? I'm going to be placing all these stone bricks, right? And I think it's gonna look really good. So let's place it like 3 high for now. Let's not particularly think about too hard about how exactly we're gonna do this, because I've kind of already laid it out. And if you enjoy content like this and you want to keep seeing more from me in the future, especially if you're still watching, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe down below. As always, it helps me out and helps the channel out, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna be working on this. Like, I apologize for all the little self plugs in my videos, but you know, it's just something I do. And I'm kind of out of practice with it, so some of them kind of come off unnatural. So that's my bad. That's my bad. Oh, dude, I sound like a dying grandma, bro. But yeah, dude, I'm so excited to finally have this villager set up. I'm gonna be real. The center of the village, like that area over there probably, is most likely, I say most likely, but I mean more like most definitely, I'm gonna have like an iron farm or something set up there, so I can easily farm iron golems and just have a constant steady flow of iron that I can just use for any of my projects. And you know, some people frown upon it, you know, the usage of automatic farms. It kind of defeats the spirit of the game or something. But you know, for me, it's like it's allowing me the ease of access to more resources. You know, I'll just have like a steady just flow of resources. All right. Okay, it's turning to night. I should probably head back and sleep real quick. But for now, let me just finish placing some of this. Okay, this looking good. I hope you guys agree that this does in fact look good. I do realize, however, that if we are going to plant stuff like here, I am going to have to do, wait, is that right? This might be, yeah, okay, that's just a little off. This has to go in one, I think. I do realize, however, that if I am planning on planting stuff here, it would look nice because when I till the dirt, it's gonna show this underside. So I'm gonna have to go back and place slabs under all this, but for now I just want to get a rough idea of how it's gonna look basically. And we're not gonna do the blending yet. Well, we'll save that for a little while later. I kind of just want to get a sort of the general concept of what I'm going for down. And then place torch there and here, yes. But yeah, no, I'm really excited to pull this project off. It's nothing crazy, you know. It's just it's gradual, like baby steps towards something bigger. And because I didn't want to work on villager breeding, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a little lazy. I'm a little lazy, guys. I can't lie. I'm a little lazy. But yeah, I don't know. I do actually want to start villager breeding because the more villagers I have, the merrier. And I want to get a cartographer, because I want to go look for trial chambers. I really would like a trial chamber. It'd be very, very nice to have one. I unfortunately don't have. Well, I say unfortunately, but since this is a revolt. Are you okay? Yeah. Since this is like a completely vanilla world, I don't have stuff like vein miner, or tree miner, or stuff like revolt, which people will say is like modded and stuff. But no, you can actually do all that stuff with vanilla coding, which I think is pretty cool. I kind of want to reshape this. I'm looking at this right now, and I kind of want to see if I can reshape this. Like I want to push it back a little. Like it's just a little off-putting for me. That guy just tried to kill me. I almost got assassinated, guys. I'm scared. I almost got assassinated. And I guess we'll make it a 4 wide entrance. Yeah. There we go. I don't know. That feels a little bit more natural. I know this one's like more of a sharper turn because I was kind of working off the natural shape of the existing island, you know. I didn't want to deviate too far. Like I am adjusting the terrain over here a little bit more, but other than that, it's not deviating too far from how this island originally looked like. At least that's what I think. But yeah, other than Minecraft, I've been playing a lot of other games recently. Um, I don't know if I talked about this last video, but yeah, considering I was like burning out of Minecraft like kind of bad, I just didn't want to play the game for like a good few weeks. So I kind of didn't touch it for like a good week or two um after 2 week SMP ended. So I've been playing other games. I've been playing Marvel Spider-Man Remastered from the PS4. I guess PS4, PS5. Um but yeah, I don't have a PlayStation, so I've just been playing the port from on Steam, the PC port. And I've also been playing Final Fantasy 16, which I cannot lie is genuinely one of my favorite games right now. Uh, Favorite new game I've played this year at least. That new to me, not as in like, oh, it's a new release, because it came out 2024, 2023, I think. But yeah, no, I've genuinely been enjoying those games as at the current moment. And I don't know. It's inspiring me to maybe pick up the pen again. Start working on, I don't know, start some kind of stories. I think I think like the medium of Minecraft is such, it's so like perfectly sandboxy that it can allow for some really interesting, really engaging storytelling. Like you've seen the videos that I'm talking about, right? Um, like there's YouTubers like Weefies, uh, Parrot, X2, Wembu, Flamefrags, Spoke is here. And then there's some particular videos of note, like Ish's Poor versus Rich Civilization video that recently turned 1 year old, I believe. And then there's also this one video from, I don't remember what his name is, but it's basically about hiding his real identity to a server full of his like quote unquote friends, because he wants to earn their respect or something. And it's genuinely such a engaging and like fun video to watch. It was like I was plenty entertained by it. You know what? Let's start work on the sort of the breeding house. Well, let's put it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's not gonna be anything too impressive for now because literally this is just gonna be make more villager station basically. Like that's all it's gonna be for now. So it's literally just gonna be but eventually I'm going to turn it into a proper facility. I'm just not gonna put too much thought into it for now because it's just easier for me to do kind of menial tasks when I'm talking. But yeah, no, as I was saying earlier, I'd love to kind of make something like that, a sort of, well, maybe not an ARG and maybe not a role play, but something that really speaks to me as a storyteller. I used to do a good bit of Minecraft roleplay on this one SMP called Triad. I'd originally wanted to make a video on it, sort of ode to Triad, because that server meant a whole lot to me. But I thought it was just, it was a good thing to let things rest. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to that video idea anytime soon, because the footage I do have of Triad, I don't know if it's really workable. And I know I had some former like server members from that server, like I told them I was going to do this project, and some of them did want to participate, and some of them kind of did, because I kind of asked them to answer like 5 questions, but I never did get around to making that video. Maybe I will one day, but as of right now, I kind of don't plan on it. Because, I don't know, it's, I think I need to just let it be for now. But yeah, no, that server was my first, like, experience, having, the medium of Minecraft become such this great avenue for storytelling. And I just, like, I really enjoyed being able to just work on it and whatnot. And, you know, and a lot of, I still want to work on it even now, like, maybe not in the original way I intended, but in some aspect, I want to continue on a story. I want to make a story, because, you know, at the end of the day, I think, like, in every person that ever was and ever will be, we all have within us the potential to write one great story, you know. And the thing about great stories for me is, I don't think any of them are ever going to be perfect. They're never going to be smooth. They're never going to be picturesque, clean. There's going to be a bit of, like, murkiness, a bit of grime. There's going to be flaws, but, you know, I think that's just the nature of being human. You gotta, the flaws in a story are just inherent to it. Like, I mean, think on the stories which, you know, inspired, like, which inspire us, you know. Like, in a lot of ways, I think the original, like, Odyssey by Homer, you know, there are flaws inherent to that story, but, you know, there isn't, but it's still a great story. It's still what I consider a perfect story. Oh, this is uneven. Or, well, it's not uneven, it's just one. Yeah, I'll either push it back or move it up one. But yeah, no, I think just have a story having flaws doesn't make it bad. Honestly, I think flaws are what can help make a story good in some cases. Because, you know, a story needs conflict. It needs a certain touch to it to make it truly great. And, you know, I'm a sucker for a happy ending, but I also like it when stories end on tragedy. because I think that's also important, that knowing that not every story can have a happy ending is just as important to a story actually having a happy ending. This episode is like has been like all over the place. I can't lie, and I'm already cutting into the the runtime getting like hell long, and I still have to upload this because I'm literally recording this day of, like, not even 2 hours before I have to, like, release it. But you know what? I'm gonna let it run because I don't really care. I set this hard deadline of, like, or not hard deadline, but hard limit of like 20 or so minutes, because I feel like it's good for viewer attention, but I always do certain things either for the good of myself or for the good of the algorithm. But sometimes I just don't care, because sometimes screw the algorithm. I don't know why I want to be so fixated on appealing to an unfeeling and inhuman machine that tells me this is exactly how long a video should be. This is how long. This is how best to monetize your content. And I hope I continue to stop caring about that. The whole reason I made this survival let's play really is because I miss the feeling of old Minecraft let's plays. I miss the simple start recording, start talking, do that for 20 or so minutes, stop recording. I miss that feeling. And it's maybe it's missing the feeling of being a kid again. But to me, other than maybe missing that feeling, but it's also just missing how YouTube used to be, because now it's so, like I said, algorithm centric. How best to monetize everything, how best to advertise yourself. But I I can't lie. I need to stop caring about that. Because in the end, it doesn't really matter. And I think sometimes it's better to uh find something that you consider worthwhile instead of letting some unfeeling algorithm decide for you what's worthwhile to work on. And this isn't a lot of progress. I literally just spent like 20 or so minutes yapping and just placing down stone bricks. But you know what? That's enough progress for me today. If you enjoyed watching this episode, please be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching my channel. You've been a wonderful audience. I hope I've been a decent enough creator. And with that, I shall see you guys in the next episode. Take care and much love, y'all. Bye-bye!